Do you remember this line? This place is a treasure trove. There will be no stopping the tide of men that will come for it. Captain Metcalf says that line. And in many ways, that line sums up the last 250 years of Hawaiian history. Outsiders came to this land, not for aloha, not for community, but because Hawaii had something that they wanted. And they were willing to take it, no matter the cost to the people who lived there. Today we're going to follow that story, that Hawaii is a treasure trove for everyone but Hawaiians. But I'm not going to do it alone. I have my cousin, Kimo. Aloha. And today we're going to discuss 6 moments that were significant events for non-Hawaiians finding their treasures in our beloved Hawaii. Each one shows a different group arriving in Hawaii, seeing opportunity and leaving behind scars that still affect Native Hawaiians today. Bro, we're going to talk about pineapples. Yes. Oh, my ka'i. You know why? Because I feel like I got to walk around with one sign. With one side that says, pineapples is ono. And the other side, pineapples is not Hawaiian. From the arrival of Captain Cook to the rise of mass tourism, to the attempted elimination of Hawaiians from Hawaiian schools, Hawaii is a treasure trove where outsiders extract what they want and Hawaiians pay the price. So let's get started. Captain James Cook reached Hawaii in 1778 during his 3rd Pacific voyage, while searching for the Northeast Passage. Sailing the Resolution and Discovery, he stopped first at Waimea on Kauai, where Hawaiians welcomed his crew with curiosity and exchanges of food for iron and tools. Cook's men mapped the islands and studied Hawaiian society, but their presence also spread foreign diseases and introduced disruptive trade goods. What began as a moment of fascination quickly marked the start of profound upheaval for the Hawaiian people. Cuz, you ever had Cook flu? I don't think I have. What is it? Nah, it's when somebody gives you one small makana and then after you give them one. But the gift you give them is you make them sick. My auntie would call them Cook flu. I can't imagine that would happen very often. Nah, that's how we remember Captain Cook. Mahalo for the grinds. Here, have some syphilis. Disease was certainly one of the more serious impacts that Captain Cook and other Western sailors brought to Hawaii. Some estimates say that the drop in population was near 80% over the years. But at least he went to discover a place where Kanaka was already living. It's no need to build anything. You just pass on disease and then you wait. It's perfect. Well, let's talk about number 2 on our list, the sandalwood trade. Hawaii's sandalwood forests drew intense interest from American and Asian traders who sought the fragrant wood to sell in Chinese markets. Chiefs, eager for wealth and foreign goods, forced common Hawaiians into sandalwood harvesting, diverting them from farming. As sandalwood supplies dwindled, famine spread, and Hawaii was left economically vulnerable when the trade collapsed. The forests never fully recovered, and the sandalwood rush remains one of the earliest examples of outside-driven resource exhaustion in Hawaii. My auntie, she get one sandalwood tree in her yard. She used to tell me, hey, Kimo, come. You see that tree? That one sandalwood tree over there. If you need new slippers, just come in the spring and you can take them off the tree. Did you believe her? Bro, it was just one keiki. Of course I believed her. My slippers was breaking and never say anything to my mother. So I went over to my auntie's house for pick them off the tree. She saw me looking. My auntie, she saw me looking. So she came outside and she said, hey, Kimo, you too late. We already went harvest all the slippers. Come back next year. Oh, but I heard my cousins. They was all laughing. So I came back that night and I went steal all their slippers. And what did you do with them? Oh, I stay wearing them now. It was one lifetime supply. Well, hopefully your auntie isn't watching this right now. But anyways, let's get back to the list. As the Pacific whaling industry expanded, Hawaii became an essential hub for fleets seeking resupply and shore leave. Ports like Lahaina and Honolulu bustled with sailors spending their earnings, but they also brought alcohol, prostitution, and violence. Diseases spread rapidly, destabilizing Hawaiian society and worsening population decline. While whaling enriched outsiders, Hawaiians endured social upheaval and left lasting marks on island communities. And it also had a significant impact on the number of whales in Hawaiian waters. My cousin, he get one whale watching boat. Keala, I know. He does pretty good with it. You know what he said? He told me they never see the kind whales. Isn't he known for seeing whales on almost every trip? Nah, it's a robot. He get this friend. He drive a fishing boat behind him, and then when he sees the tourists aren't looking, he puts the robot into the water, and then it just barely cracks the surface so that the tourists, they can barely see him, but then they also cannot see him at the same time. That doesn't seem very honest. Bro, he charges the tourists per whale, per viewing, $50 per whale per person. His friends, they making one more other robot right now, can double their money. And he doesn't get in trouble? Bro, what the tourists don't know. The rich volcanic soil and favorable climates made Hawaii perfect for sugarcane cultivation, and American businessmen rushed to establish plantations. Backed by foreign investors, they demanded land and labor, leading to the privatization of Hawaiian lands. Native Hawaiians lost control of their ancestral aina, while imported workers filled the cane fields. The plantation economy enriched outsiders while displacing Hawaiians, and its effect remained visible today in struggles over land ownership and affordable housing. You know, when my tutu was working, only had 3 kind jobs. What 3? Plantation worker. A lot of culture started in those fields. Tour guide. We've all got those relatives who know everything about nothing. And professional sand counter. Yeah, I've got one of those in the family too. It's a pretty hard job. Bruh, it's better than working cane fields. My tutu did that. Bruh, it's hard work. Yes, it is. All that work to benefit non-Hawaiians. Building on sugar's success, businessmen like James Dole turned Hawaii into the center of global pineapple production. The island's year-round growing conditions gave them an unmatched advantage, fueling corporate expansion and massive plantations. Monoculture farming transformed the land, relied heavily on immigrant labor, and concentrated wealth in the hands of a few. While pineapples became a worldwide symbol of Hawaii, the industry left Hawaiians with more lost land and a legacy of exploitation. Cuz, I like to tell you one secret, but you cannot tell anybody. Of course, but you do know we're on camera. Bro, my favorite pizza is Hawaiian pizza. Pineapple on pizza is ono. I'm pretty sure that you're allowed to like pineapple, even if it isn't from Hawaii. I feel like the kind. Bubba from Forrest Gump. I like pineapple fried rice, pineapple on musubi, pineapple pizza, fresh pineapple, pineapple peanut butter sandwich. Oh, hang on a second. I'm going to draw the line at a pineapple and peanut butter sandwich. Oh, you never had one pineapple peanut butter sandwich? I can't say that I have. No. Bro, you're missing out. As jet travel expanded, Hawaii was marketed as an exotic paradise, and tourism quickly became its dominant industry. Airlines, hotels, and state promoters drove the influx, selling images of beaches, hula, and aloha spirit to outsiders. Resorts replaced communities, Hawaiian culture was commercialized, and the cost of living soared beyond local reach. Today, tourism sustains the economy, but deepens resentment, as Native Hawaiians grapple with displacement and the commercialization of their identity. I got one cousin, Kolohe. He used to work at the airport. Uncle would stand near the baggage claim with one sign that said, "Exchange for Hawaiian money here." Oh no. Did people fall for it? Choke people. But then he got in trouble and he had to pay. How much? 50%. What? His friend pretended to be one police officer, so they went and split the money. We've just walked through a timeline that stretches from Captain Cook to the rise of tourism. 6 moments when outsiders saw Hawaii not as a home, but as a treasure trove to be opened and emptied. Whether it was sandalwood, sugar, or pineapple, the pattern was always the same. Someone came for what Hawaii had, and Hawaiians were left to carry the cost. The struggle over Hawaii's treasure isn't just history, it continues today. Like the lawsuits challenging Kamehameha School's mission to educate Native Hawaiian children. Even after courts upheld that mission in Doe versus Kamehameha Schools, new groups are still pressing the same claims, showing that outside pressure on Hawaii has never truly ended. We also see it in land struggles, cultural commodification, and other challenges Native Kanaka face in their own homeland. But this isn't about pointing fingers. This is about recognizing the forces that shaped Hawaii and why the word treasure feels so different, depending on whose perspective you consider. So what do you think? What are some things that I missed? Let me know in the comments. What are some other treasures that outsiders covet? Thanks for watching. Ahui ho, and we'll see you next time.